From the clouds of the highest mountains, from the corners of the earth, two men have traveled leagues to bring you. Welcome to the Eagle Boys, Drew Ladd and Nick Huber. Overkill.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Eagle Boys. Once again, my name is Nick.
My name is Drew.
And today it's two Eagles in the night again.
Yep.
Just doing the thing.
Yep. No one wants to be friends with us anymore.
Nobody's friends with us anymore. Why? Why?
We're fucking losers.
We're losers nowadays.
I have a story to tell you. It's
Oh, shit.
Something bad happened to me today, dude.
Oh, God. Okay.
So I'm driving back home today. And I had a large dinner last night. And
there is only one way that this story can end. I don't think you really have. Have you ever heard of context clues, right?
Yeah. I've given you a couple, but let me finish. So I'm fucking driving home at like 9 a.m. And I just instantly got up and left, and I'm going home, and I have to. It starts with the feeling I have to pee. I'm like, all right, I can hold it in. I just have to pee. I can wait, 20, 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then the big one hits me.
What? Okay. You know what? Let me ask you something. Did you trust a fart?
No. So, no, I fought it the whole way.
You know what I mean, though, right? By like trusting a fart.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
Trusting anything. I was like, I'm in my car right now. I'm not.
You just like, yeah, you like have that fart and like you think it's a fart,
yeah.
But then you let it out and it wasn't a fart.
Yeah, it's like liquid diarrhea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have to brown, and I'm like, this is it. And I was like, for like 10 minutes, I was like fighting hard. I was like, no, I can handle it. I was like 5 minutes from my house, and I was like, nope. I was about
Not happening.
I was about to get off the exit. I had to pull over on the side of the highway.
Okay, that actually took a turn I was not expecting.
I had to pull over on the side of the highway. Luckily, I had a Wendy's cup, a large one.
Oh my. Bro.
Yeah. So I
hold on.
I had to. So
hold on.
I pulled my car over and took my pants off. I took my pants off.
That was the right move.
And because I was like, okay, I can either do it in my pants and fucking and like sit with it, and then I gotta walk up the steps, and I gotta fucking and I was
just
like
weighing
fuck.
weighing out the pros and cons of shitting in a Wendy's cup.
And it's nice that I had it because Wendy's cups they have like a large it's a large cup. It has a nice big diameter.
Oh my! And it's clear too.
So I had to
clear.
I had to take this cup. I shit into a cup. And I threw it out the window, and I was like, I hope they don't like DNA track me. Someone's gonna find that one day.
The shit police.
Be like, there's
the police that only solve shit crimes. Yeah.
And I had fucking fucking napkins, and I was like paranoid the whole way. I was like, I hope I got everything, and I was fucking.
Oh my God.
No, it was fucked. I've never had to do that before in my life, and finally it happened to me. So yep, shit into a cup, threw it out the window.
Okay, shit into a cup and threw it out the window. That definitely tops anything I did today.
Yeah.
That was today.
Yeah, I'm actually like still like scarred. I was debating on whether to tell anyone. No, I'm still fucked up from it, dude.
Didn't know if he should tell anyone. Yeah, let's tell it on the podcast. Post on the internet.
Yeah, it was fucked.
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah, well.
That's pretty fucked. I don't really know what to segue out of that with. Do we have a video?
Yeah,
let's go to a video after
that.
I think we just need to lighten it up a little bit after that.
Yeah. Maybe I should piss myself next.
That actually would be a great story.
Yeah. You're gonna like this one.
Almost! It was like an apple. It hit my head.
Oh my god. Bro! Oh my god! No! No!
I don't think we can show that.
No!
I'll just put a I'll put a fucking blank like a black spot up.
Okay.
When
Oh
it,
my god, that's fucked.
but yeah, it went into her eyeball.
That's fucked.
And if you go, will you type in
That's
lady-
why, like, Animations, they've actually got that bar downtown. Yeah, you were just there. What am I talking about? That bar, they have actually, like, the cork and metal darts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you're telling me that's never gone wrong once?
But no,
You know?
type in girl who got hit in the eye with dart story.
Why
She
do
has
you-
a whole story about this.
Why do you think most bars are going for that bullseye, like, plastic one?
Because it's
Because
not
of shit like that.
yeah, it hit her like directly in the center of the eye. And yep.
She's fucked.
Oh no, that's no.
let's read it.
That's the wrong one.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, let's go to the Reddit thing, go to the comments.
Is there like a video? Oh my god, yeah, this is it.
Let's go to archive post, new comments cannot be posted. Okay.
About 7 years ago.
Ophthalmologist here. It's not very clear. Looks like the dart penetrated her globe quite centrally.
Oh shit.
If you're wondering what's going to happen to this poor girl, I can give you a sense of how this kind of case usually plays out. A quick check on Google shows that a dart tip length is about 25 millimeters, blah, blah, blah.
The girl's losing her sight.
She's going to be rushed to the hospital. Her lens has turned opaque after the lens coating is breached. She will then be listed for another surgery, blah, blah, blah. Basically scooping out all the contents of the eye and leaving just the white shell. She'll say no for a while, but then finally relent, and she'll wind up with an implant, which generally should look pretty decent. So she'll be a one-eyed young lady. I've seen plenty, and it's very sad. Can you minimize that comment? Maybe someone has an actual update with her. If you press the on your left side, yeah, that bar, yeah, press that. Yeah, just keep pressing them. I think. Keep going. There's got to be someone with an update.
I guarantee you she doesn't have an eye.
No, I saw an update. Okay, well, there was an update on it. She actually did lose her eye. She went to the hospital and she like lost her eye.
Yeah, there's no going back from that.
That's because what happens when it hits your cornea, it goes through your eye and then it hits your retina in the back where your eye attaches to all the shit.
And there's no fixing that.
And your retina is what the light reflects off onto something else
to
in
be
your eye.
able to see shit.
Yeah, so it basically fucks you, and you
get a glass eye.
Think
after
okay,
that.
close one eye and just think of just having that forever. That would fuck with me.
That would blow.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that would blow.
Having both your
VR
eyes,
would suck.
VR would suck. I don't even think you could do VR.
You could, but you can only see it out of one eye,
So,
which would be no different than reality. But
yeah, but
at the same
you would
time,
miss so much in VR. You would,
But that's what I'm talking about. You'd miss so much.
yeah, I don't even think you could play some of the games.
Yeah, I mean, like games like Super Hot where you need your peripherals.
Oh, they should
That
make
wouldn't
VR for people that have one eye.
Cyclops VR?
That'd be kind of cool. Oh my god! I don't think I'm gonna cut that part. We got to get on that.
$1 million idea right there.
Yeah, bleep it out.
Meta's listening. We just gave him the idea, so that idea's out the window now.
Think about that. That's an inch.
Yeah, it's an
Dart
inch.
tip's
Yeah,
an
that
inch.
dart tip is like an inch straight into the eye.
It's 25 millimeters.
Yeah, it's an inch.
Yeah,
That's so fucked.
which that's how big your eye is an inch.
That's so fucked.
Just hit the back and just made her blind. That's terrible. I honestly feel bad that video was even out there. Of her.
Dude, I feel it in my eye. like just thinking about it.
I might like blur her face because I wouldn't want a video of me like that out there of getting hit in the eye and going blind because then like she has to like relive that.
Well, I also go back to my favorite phrase: "Play stupid games, win stupid prizes."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That was pretty dumb, but I think sometimes people just are drinking and they want to have fun and they don't think it's going to happen. Like, what are the chances of this happening?
it's not gonna happen.
But like
to
me, like I'm the type of person like any type of situation where I might like even like scratch like get a paper cut. I'm like I'm not.
See that
chancing it.
I've thought about that. It's kind of funny you bring that up because like I've thought about situations like that where like you think it's just common sense to avoid a situation that you just can foresee it getting fucked.
Some people don't think,
Like
dude.
some shit just getting fucked. Some people just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
They just go balls to the wall. They're like, I'm doing it.
Like, have you seen those dudes that ride motorcycles on like mountain freeways?
Oh yeah.
And they're fucking like going like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And there's so many videos of these guys fucking crashing out and hitting cars on because
Not
for
only
some
crashing
reason
out,
they
but,
think
like,
no one's going to come at
falling
them.
off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can lay a bike down.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I actually did want to get a motorcycle. I think you have to get one like before 40, or else you're like, there's no chance of you learning.
Yeah.
Not true. My dad got one after he turned 40.
Oh, really? Did he learn it just fine?
Yep, he still rides.
A lot of motorcycle owners say not to do it after 40 because, like, you just.
I mean, if you're not used to it by the time you're 40, like, or at least get a good 10 years in.
I mean, even the pros like lay their bike down.
Yeah.
You know,
They
so
say, like,
yeah.
the average rider lays it down like 3 times before they're 30.
Yeah. Which is why I'm scared of it, just because, like, I'm not scared to, like, fall on a bike. I'm scared to fall on a bike on an active roadway.
I actually had
You know what I mean?
I had a buddy and he laid his bike down and he like skipped on the road. He was going like
yeah,
60.
he probably rolled.
Yeah, he was like skipping like a rock on water, and all of the skin on the left side of his body was gone.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to get like I don't even think
He probably
could
had to get a skin graft.
He did, but he couldn't get all of it because you
Yeah.
can't because you have to take skin from other places, and then like
Yeah.
they would have to take skin from your ass or your thigh, and then stretch that out to cover it back up, and then take the skin that they cut and put on your body. But he didn't,
Yeah.
he couldn't even get all of it, like put back.
That's
on.
another reason why I don't even want one. Like, to be honest, like, I don't see the appeal.
I see the appeal.
I do. You know what? I'd retract that statement. I do see the appeal.
But I don't have like that strong. Like I have a desire, but not that strong to.
I have a desire, but not enough to like go out of my way to get one. If
and they're cheap too. You can get one for like $4,000.
Yeah, you can get one for $4 or $5 easy. You know, I mean, unless you're talking like an Indian, like those are upwards of like 9.
Mm.
But still,
Yeah.
you know, good Harley's like $6,000. Like, and that's pretty high.
But that's not. I mean, new.
Higher?
Like
7 or 8.
no, new. They're like $30,000.
30
Yeah, for like a brand new one. Yeah.
a Harley.
Yeah. Let's look at some Harleys real quick.
The fuck?
Brand new. I mean, if you buy one that's like 5 years old, it's probably gonna be cheaper.
This is coming from a place of pure ignorance. I've never looked up the price of motorcycles in my entire
This
life.
is the one near us.
Yeah,
Powder
that's
keg.
the one off the highway.
Powder keg Harley Davidson. New motorcycles, all new inventory.
My thing is, like, I don't really like the look of Harleys. I love the look of Indians, though.
Yeah, $23,000.
Damn!
That's a year old. Oh, that one's $50,000.
Dude, that's more than my new car.
well, that's a street glider. So yeah,
Those fuckers. $50K.
yeah, 32.
You have got me so well. That's a try. So I kind of get that.
Try motor vehicles are actually pretty cool
Tricycles.
because like they have like cars that are 3 wheels,
Yeah.
and I see them
The
sometimes.
slingshot, dude.
yeah.
Now that fucker is cool. If money was no issue, I'd get one of those.
I don't actually think that.
Slingshots are dope as fuck.
Yeah. I don't think I could get one of those either because it just kind of looks.
0 under 10,000.
0 under 10K. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, but yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna buy one anytime soon.
No.
So the first thing I need to do is buy a new car.
5,000 for a 2004. Kind of miles we looking at on that thing, you know? You know, I'm done car shopping. I've already done it for the last like 2 months. So sick of it. Dude, buying a fucking car is just as difficult as buying a house.
Well, it's because the salesman is always trying to, for some reason, they all want to fuck you over. I don't know why, but like they don't have like a good soul or like a good part in their body. Like,
Well,
they
to be
all
honest,
want to fuck you.
when I walked in to get my car recently, I didn't have to be sold. I did all my own research. You know what I mean?
You were like, I know what I want. Give it to
I
me.
walked in there, knew what the fuck I wanted. He didn't talk me into anything else except for the extended warranty. But
Well, it's more of like the interest rates, and I don't actually know if you can fight them on that.
I don't know.
Do you know you
I
can't?
don't think you can.
So like the interest rate is the interest rate, and if you don't like it,
You can talk down the price, but not the interest rate.
but you can come back.
You can
Another time.
refinance. You can refinance.
No, I mean if you don't like the interest rate, you can just come back another time. When
Yeah,
it's-
that too.
when it's lower, because I don't know how often they get low or high.
I don't know either. I mean, I knew with it being the way the economy is right now,
Mhm.
I knew buying a car was just going to be like another
Yeah.
headache. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm glad I don't have to do that for. I mean, I probably will in a couple months. I don't know what I'm gonna get though. Like, I want to get a like a V8 fucking Scat Pack fucking Charger, but at the same time, like getting a car like that, it's like the insurance is so much, and the gas is it's like twice the price in gas because you have to put in premium, and then the insurance is twice as much, sometimes 3 times.
Also, to anybody listening, including you guys, if you're ever considering an electric vehicle, don't get one unless you have a home, B, a charging station extremely close by. And let me tell you something why. Is because when I was looking at electric vehicles, yes, higher price for the vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
much lower cost on like gas, maintenance, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't have a dedicated spot to charge that thing that you could rely on, no point.
If you were a car,
Absolutely no point.
if you were a car, what kind of car would you be?
A Rolls Royce.
Phantom.
Rolls Royce Phantom.
Phantom. What would I be?
I'd be a Phantom.
I feel like I would be like a. I'm not going to degrade myself and say like a Miata, but I'd say like a.
I'd be a Pontiac G6.
I'd be a Honda SI.
Honda SI.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think or like a WRX on a good day.
I'd be a Rolls Royce
Yeah.
Phantom.
Really?
I just stroll by, looking good. I don't need to go fast. Just stroll by, baby.
You know what? No, I'd be a Challenger. I feel like you get the car that like you think like best fits you like aesthetically too. Like if you could just
we're
choose
talking,
something. And for me, that's muscle cars. I love American muscle. I mean, everything in like the 70s, 80s, 90s was fucking dog shit. Like American made cars. They like the cars in the 60s were badass.
yeah.
Like the Dodge Dart and all that shit. Like those were.
I loved the look of like the well, if we're talking older cars, I love the old look of the Impalas. Those were awesome.
Yeah, those were kind of cool.
Those were
You're-
sick as fuck.
You're talking about where they were like glossed over and shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
They had
Real-
like a
Real
wide hood.
long, yeah,
Yeah.
long hood to them.
Yeah, that's the car of a pimp.
Yeah, that's a pimp mobile right
Why
there.
is it like? Why is it known that like black guys like
Oh yeah,
Impalas?
that one right there on the left. Yep.
Why is it a thing that like black guys like to drive Impalas?
Well,
Is that from movies? Like what is
it's
that from?
because getting an old Impala like that was cheap. You know, for dudes in the struggle back in the day.
Yeah,
Getting an old Impala like that was easy. It was beat up, but it was cheap.
yeah.
You know, because it was American made vehicle, easy to get.
It's a
If
cool
you were
looking
in-
car.
If you were in the hood
press
with a
on that one.
car, you were the shit.
Yeah, that's kind of nice looking. I like that.
Yeah, I do like that shit. Dude, without a hood though, let's talk about, or without a roof though, let's talk about it.
Think of how basic the inside was, though. You had a radio,
Dude, back then, freaking seatbelts were a luxury.
Yeah, you didn't have seatbelts, and actually, I think it was Volkswagen. They made the tri-point seatbelt,
Yeah.
And they actually made that patent for use for every company because it was so safe that they were just being cool about
Yeah,
it.
they were just being cool and giving it to everybody. But yeah, back in the day, seatbelts were
Oh, yeah, there were no
a
seatbelts.
luxury, dude.
Yeah.
That was a luxury. It's so crazy how that changed so quickly because now it's recent history that if you don't wear your seatbelt while you're driving, you get a fucking ticket.
I've never
Like
been
it's
pulled
against
over.
the law now, but they didn't even used to put them in them.
You used to be able to drink and drive in like the 50s and 60s.
Oh yeah, nobody gave a shit, dude.
You could get fucked up and drive.
That's the thing about the laws and history of motor vehicles and like what damage they cause.
It's actually not illegal to drink and drive. It's illegal to be inebriated.
To be inebriated and drive.
Which is interesting. Like
It is a very interesting
you-
statute.
You can drink and then go to your car, but if you're above 0.08, and then you're fucked.
Then you start driving, you're fucked.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Because that's the thing, you can sit in your car and just have a beer. If you don't drink, if you don't drive it anywhere or get too fucked up, you're good.
So you think you'd be a Rolls Royce Phantom?
Oh yeah,
But if you could be another race, which one would you be?
Probably.
I feel like I would go Mexican.
I would be. That's actually a really good one. I feel like I would be another race.
Could you be Chinese?
I was about to say, do I want to be Japanese? Do I really want that small of a dick?
They actually
You
don't
know?
have that bad of an average penis size.
But I am super smart, and my culture dominates the animation scene.
You know, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
And it would make sense for me to dress like a hype beast because, like, that's what Asians do.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
You'd be Japanese?
Yeah, I'd be Japanese.
What would you be, Will? We got Mexican, Japanese, because we're all white.
I'd probably be like Azerbaijani.
What the is that even a thing?
That's Middle Eastern, right?
It's kind of like northern Middle Eastern, like Turkish almost.
Oh, gotcha.
I have Jordan in my blood, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, because a lot of people ask me, they're like, "Are you white?" And I'm like, "My grandfather's from Jordan, but I've never met him, so I don't know." But
Right.
in China, there was I don't know if you can look this up, Will, but there was a doctor in China that was trying to take away HIV and make kids like immune to HIV, and they actually made kids a lot smarter, or maybe it's the other way around. But apparently, it was
Yeah,
like a
would be
big
like
deal,
what?
and he went to prison. But like, I feel like in China, they probably want that. Like they probably use his work, even though they put him in jail. They probably put him
totally did because the government wanted to take, they wanted to take credit for it.
Yeah, it was like some kind of gene therapy. It was some kind of gene therapy. Hey, Zhang Hey, Zhang said he altered. Oh, sorry. China jails. Wait. Go back to the top. China jails gene-edited babies scientists for 3 years.
Only for 3 years?
He Zhangqiu was convicted of violating a government ban by carrying out his own experiments on human embryos to try to give them protection against HIV. Blah, blah, blah. He was fined 3 million won. I don't know how much that is.
Yeah, it's $430,000.
The court also handed 2 lower sentences to 2 men that were conspiring with him. But it doesn't say anything about making them smarter, though.
People just use nasty words like conspiring. You know what I mean?
I wonder why it doesn't say that. China's CRISPR. CRISPR is crazy, bro. Because eventually you're gonna be able to be like, I want a boy. I want him to have blue eyes. I want him to be 6'6".
Does he know about
I don't know. Do you know about CRISPR?
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so CRISPR is a gene editing tool used by scientists, and it basically edits genes, so they can change the way that like how smart you are, everything about you.
Oh my God, it started.
It started a long time ago. I wonder how far they are now.
1984. The only thing they got wrong was the date.
CRISPR, a segment of DNA containing short repetitions of base sequences. So like your DNA. CRISPR stands for clustered. Jesus fuck, I can't talk. Clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. So
God, start saying that 5 times fast.
basically, it's your genes have like an alphabetic sequence that they made up, right? And there's so many fucking sequences in your DNA of like these different genes. It's like so much data. Like I don't even think like our supercomputers nowadays can like decode all of the human DNA. I don't know how, and that's crazy too. Like with like AI and shit, like to use because now we can like ask AI, hey, can you make me like an agent to do tasks for me? So then you'll just have an agent. You know, if you go on like a website and it's like, hey, I'm AI, how can I help you? It's going to be more than that because you can basically have like fucking Iron Man, fucking Jarvis. You can have like your own Jarvis. Like we're approaching that point. So
I've actually tried to meddle in basically taking Alexa and programming her to be Jarvis.
yeah, that'd be crazy.
I've meddled with that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a lot fucking harder than it looks.
I think they're approaching it pretty quickly because now you can just tell like ChatGPT like, hey, make me an agent and I want the agent to be able to do these things. And you don't even have to be like that specific about it.
You know what I would do? I don't know why this is like completely off topic. It just got me thinking about with the whole Jarvis thing. I think what I'll try to do is when I own my own home in 50 years because the housing market sucks, I'm going to program my house not to be Jarvis, but to be Cortana.
That'd be dope.
Every time I walk in the door, it's like, welcome home, Chief.
Cortana, show me your body.
Cortana, let me see you, baby. Let me see your digital body, baby.
LaShonda ain't home tonight.
LaShonda ain't home, Cortana.
It's just me and
How
you,
about
Cortana.
you come out and show me your digital body, baby?
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if
Exactly how it goes.
I wonder if like people will like make up really good.
I'll just put on Master Chief armor and be like, all right, Cortana, let's get nasty.
If so, like eventually people will probably make like really good, like artificial intelligence, like fucking assistants, and
To a
then-
point where they'll actually make like physical, like digital beings.
Well, not only that, but they can probably sell them. Like, there's only one Cortana. There's only one Jarvis. There's only one.
Well, at that point, it would probably
Stephanie.
be like I guarantee you that'll be like a U.S. government, Chinese, Japanese government. They enlist the power of like some scientists, technicians, and all that. And they're like, we want an AI to help us run the government.
Oh,
Literally.
President AI. Dude, fucking. Here is Stephanie A1223. She is worth $50,000. Would you like to
They
purchase?
would auction them off
Yeah.
for like billions.
It'll be like slave labor, but for.
but
AI.
nobody will care because it's AI.
I mean, they don't have souls or
Nobody
feelings.
will care.
At what point does their sentience get sleep?
That's what I'm saying. Because think about
Dude,
this.
that'll be like the new fucking progressive talk is
But
like
dude-
AI deserves rights.
We're full circle here. You realize that, right? We are full circle right now from episode 1 because we were talking about episode 1. What if you tried to fuck a robot and it said no? When do you, a Florida man? Never mind. I'm not going to do that whole thing again. When-
well, I was trying to have sexual
trying
relations.
sexual relations with my little boo thing over there. Her name's Tiffany.
Tiffany,
Oh God, just rehashing shit. What have we become?
just like yeah.
Anyway, but when do we call it sentience? Because like, think about this. In the world of Halo, for instance, just as an example of, what we've seen in a world where AI is that prominent. I feel like they take AI as sentient beings, but at the same time, they don't. Because with like Cortana, everybody listens to her like she's their captain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that computer generated image has more authority over real Marines.
Yeah, there might be like a hierarchy in which AI like has a place in society and like corporations.
Yes.
You are going to report to. You're
think
you're
about-
going to report to Crystal 2214.
Halo 5.
Fuck, man.
Think about Halo 5. When they got to that planet on the outer rim and their president was an AI.
Yeah.
They had an AI president. Physical people had an AI president. Again, I know this is fiction, but if we don't look at fiction, we can't think about what it would be like.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
You know what I mean?
That'll never happen.
Because everybody tries to copy everything they see on TV.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I think we say that now, but
I guess you never know.
But that's the thing.
it won't be in our lifetime.
Dude, even think about the movie Her. The movie Her, you ever seen that Spike Jonze movie?
Mm-mm.
It's literally a movie that's got Joaquin Phoenix in it. This guy falls in love with basically Siri. This guy basically falls in love with Siri.
Is that where she has like a real body?
I
I'm talking about Machina X.
No, yeah.
That's a good one.
But basically this guy falls in love with Siri, right? And like everyone's trying to talk to him and be like, dude, that's a fucking computer.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, she's not. Like, I love her. Like, we understand each other.
Have you seen that?
You know?
that fucking movie with who's that
Lost my
dude?
headphones.
Jesus.
Shit.
Who's that dude that fucking Lindsay knows? Adam Devine.
Levine?
No, Adam Devine.
No, it's Adam Levine.
No.
It's Adam Devine from Workaholics.
Yeah.
That's who she knows?
Yes.
I thought it was Levine.
He is the singer of Maroon 5.
Yeah.
No.
That's Adam Levine.
Yeah, Adam
No,
Levine is
that's-
the lead singer of Maroon 5.
No,
Adam
she.
Devine is the guy from Workaholics.
Yeah, she was talking about Adam Devine.
I thought it was Levine.
No, it's Devine.
We're calling her.
All right.
We're calling her.
But
Is this the first live
Hold
on
up.
call?
yeah, this is
calling her.
Devine. Or the first one, yeah.
Call Lindsay ultimately.
I love Adam Devine, by the way. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know he's great. But he has a movie where he falls in love with his phone and he like fucks
Call
it with the
Lindsay.
charge port. He's like, "You like that?"
Oh.
Let's see if she answers.
You have to tell her we're live to tape. Legally.
She might not answer.
Hey, it's Lindsay. I'm really sorry.
Damn.
I didn't get you
Damn.
to leave me a message.
Okay, whatever. That would have been
It's
awesome.
all right. It's all
We'll
right.
cut that. We'll cut all that out.
Well, maybe she'll call back.
Maybe she'll call back. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
just leave your phone.
I'm gonna
on
leave my
ring.
phone out. If she calls back, we're gonna.
Turn the sound on so that you can hear it if she calls.
Well, I got
but-
my watch on. I got my
Oh,
Apple
okay.
Watch.
Yeah, same, dude.
Got my Apple
You want
Watch,
to
dude.
fucking
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Apple Watch gang, you know what I'm saying? Feeling a
You
little
like that,
left out.
Will? Yeah, he
Wonder
likes
Twin
that.
Powers
Fucking-
active. Wonder Twin Powers activate.
I'm activated.
Form of a fucking gay watch.
Super
Jesus
nerd
Christ.
power.
Jesus Christ. That's
Mike.
so great.
I have calculations running right now.
Calculations are running. You
Oh
know?
God! Can we pull up another video? real
Jesus
quick?
Christ.
We got time.
Oh, I always love these videos.
Ask you a question. I was gonna tell you, bro, I lost my number. Can I have yours? Could you what? Can I have yours?
Man, get your dumb ass on. What you just say?
Like, can I have your number?
What, get your ass on. We don't play that shit around here, boy. Get your dumb ass on. You get killed over here, boy.
For what?
What you mean, boy?
For
You
what?
let me play my number.
Hey, I like your ears, bro. You can cut.
I like your earrings. You can cut.
Bro, stop playing with me, bro. I don't even get down like that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
What you mean?
What you mean what I mean?
I said you have a
Bro,
go.
stop playing with me, bro.
Nah, you stole my heart, bro.
What?
You stole my heart.
What? Dude, dude's wearing a shiesty, bro.
Don't play with me, bro. Because last time I came in one of these stores, they recorded me doing some shit. I don't play that shit, bro.
They recorded you doing
I
what?
don't know what the fuck they was for, some video shit. I don't play that shit, bro. Find somebody else to play with. Y'all play with a lot of people in these stores. Y'all gonna end up getting fucked up.
Had them yours. Tails your mind.
Nah, bro, your ass tweaking on that. Get out.
Your
That
ass
shit-
tweaking.
Your ass tripping, bro. I ain't know.
I'll ask you a question.
Oh, those are
Let me
always
ask you
great.
a question.
Let me ask you a question.
So serious
Let me
about
ask
it?
you something real quick. Let me ask you something real
Are
quick.
you gay?
Is you boys you gay?
Basically, what he's saying.
Boys you gay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
I wish that happens or like that would happen.
Dude, I've often thought about that. Like, actually, you know what else I always thought? Do you guys remember back in the day those anti-smoking commercials where the dude or the chick would go up to the counter and they'd be like, "Yeah, can I get like a pack of smokes or something?" And then they would hand them money, and then the cashier would look at them and just be like, "It's not enough."
That's rough.
That's like a genuine fear of mine. Not gonna lie,
It's not enough.
just
sorry.
like if I ever went in to buy like a vape or something back in the day, they'd just look at me like, "It's not enough." I'd be like, "What? Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? You think you playing with me?" You know?
Oh wait. There were some YouTube videos.
I don't know if we're gonna
go to the 1960s
1960s.
or the 1950s. Yeah, but they like
This was
promoted
like
cigarettes.
the 2000s.
Play an old one. Play early 1960s cigarettes ads. Yeah, let's do that.
That's pro cigarette. We want to do an
Pro
Well, I want to see
cigarette.
a pro cigarette one.
Yo, there was pro cigarettes. Yeah, there was actually. Yeah, I remember the Flintstones. They had smoking commercials.
This is a long ass video. We can only like
Just like cut to the middle of it.
Or no, just play the first one. Fuck it.
They only had cigarette commercials for 4 years. Newports.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Hey, boss, listen to this Newport commercial I just wrote.
You write jokes, not commercials.
Oh, but listen to this. Newport refreshes while you smoke because only Newport combines menthol, fine tobaccos, and a hint of mint. Oh, that's beautiful.
I've always said that about Newport. I also say Newport is more refreshing to begin with, more refreshing all the way.
Hey, I'll write that next week.
It's so weird that that's considered like the hood cigarette, and that was the whitest commercial I've ever seen.
What could be more refreshing than Newport menthol cigarettes? Newport
Wow.
refreshes while you smoke.
They
because
said it was
only
refreshing.
Newport
Cigarettes
has
make you
a
feel like
fine
shit.
White filter, menthol and mint, and a blend of great
It
tasting
was a different
tobaccos.
time, dude.
They make you
Clean, cool
tired.
pleasure you won't find in any other cigarette.
It's so stupid to
Newport
smoke, and I
smokes
fucking
fresher.
smoked.
Yes, this is a PSA to everybody watching. Don't smoke.
Smoking is
Smoking's
terrible.
bad.
We
Smoking
actually did a
sucks.
group quit. We all stopped at the
We
same
did.
time.
We all quit.
Literally at the same time. Because
We
I
all
remember we
quit.
were all vaping. We were all vaping, and
We
then
all
we
quit.
stopped.
You can too. Trust me. I know it's unpopular, but you can do it too.
Vaping will give you fucking.
Vaping will fuck you up.
It'll give you something called a volley. It'll give you COPD. You get COPD.
Now, granted,
you
this
only
is
live 15 years.
it's the land of the free, home of the brave. You want to fucking vape. But if you're thinking about quitting, don't give up. It's the right thing to do.
I remember Tony was like, "I think I'm going to smoke my first cigarette." I bought a pack, and I
Oh,
was,
dude, I almost punched him
and
when
I
he said that.
I went and I was like, you know what? Every man should smoke a cigarette. So I was like, let's smoke one, and then I'll make you throw that pack away. You're not going to get addicted.
Because he literally bought one pack and it was Cowboy Killers.
Yeah.
First pack he ever
Which
bought.
those are my favorite. But I was like, you know what? I haven't smoked in like a year, but I'll smoke one with you. It'll be your first one. Fuck it. So I was like, but after this, if I see you smoke, I'm a fucking
I'm going to
smack that
fuck you
shit.
up.
Exactly, because it's a horrible habit. It's terrible for you. And
terrible habit.
as a friend, and going through that, I could never like encourage someone to start that habit. It's
No.
been such a bitch to get off nicotine. It's fucking crazy, like how hard it is, because it makes you mad.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I had. Where do you want me to put it?
No, I just thought it was funny.
Oh well, I don't know where to put it. Anyways, wait, what was I talking about?
We have guests at this table.
Well, we'll get a Clorox wipe.
Jesus.
I made sure to sit it outside of the camera, I think.
Dude, oh my God. That reminds me of a funny ass story. This week at work, we were like so dead. So our boss had us like cleaning shit,
Mhm.
like just like around the showroom and stuff like that. One of my coworkers is helping me, right? And he sees me walk all the way down to the end of the showroom to start cleaning some display cases. I get down there and my coworker drops a used Zyn, like a already used Zyn.
I thought you said condom.
Right on the table in front of me.
Yeah.
And I look at it and I look at him. He's got this huge smile on his face. He's just, and I was like, what the hell is this? And he was like, that's a Zen. Like you dropped it on the way to get over here. I was just picking it up and giving it to you.
You unplugged it.
I was just picking it up and giving it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked straight at him. I said, Brian, that's a used Zen. Like I can tell by looking at it, that's a used Zen.
Ew.
And he's kind of looking at me. He's like, how do you know it's used? And I was like, just by looking at it, my guy.
It looks
it's
soggy.
used and dried out.
It's crumpled and shitty looking.
And he was like, oh, well. And I just looked right back at him and I said, I'm not picking that motherfucker up.
Yeah. I'm not
picking that motherfucker up.
Get a napkin.
Oh, he picked it up and threw it away. And he was like, I'm going to go wash my hands now.
Yeah. Get some freaking hepatitis real quick.
You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. He was trying to be a good person. I get it. But I did also say to him, even if that was a Zen I dropped, that was on the ground of my work. I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just thought it was a funny story. What do we got here?
Why they kept Joe away from the public most of the time.
The president reaches over and he grabs my arm and he says, the speaker and I just need a couple minutes together. Would y'all just leave us alone? So everybody leaves and he and I are standing awkwardly in the middle of the Oval Office.
This
and
is the Speaker of the House, by the way.
Thanks for the moment. I got some big national security things I need to talk to you about. But first, can I ask you a question? Why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? And he looks at me stunned and he said, I didn't do that. And I said, yes, you did. It was an executive order like 3 weeks ago. And he goes, no, I didn't do that. And he's arguing with me. I said, Mr. President, respectfully, can I go out here and ask your secretary to print it out? We'll read it together. You definitely did that. And he goes, oh, you talk about natural gas. What I did is I signed this thing we're going to conduct a study on the effects of LNG. I said, no, you're not, sir. You paused it. I have the export terminals in my state. I talked to those people this morning. It occurred to me he was not lying to me. He genuinely did not know what he had signed.
This explains why they kept Joe away from the public most of the time.
That's literally crazy.
That's actually like kind of sad.
And that's the Speaker of the goddamn House saying that. You know what I'm saying? So,
dude, he didn't know what executive order he signed.
So it's like, who was in control just having him sign shit?
His wife and the Obamas, like they always were. Okay?
That's insane.
Conspiracy theorists.
I don't know if it was the Obamas,
conspiracy
though.
theorists, all you want.
I get confused when people bring up Obama because like I don't know anything about
Pelosi and who's that?
Schiff.
Yep. Pelosi and Schiff.
Yeah, I don't think it's Obama though. I don't think he's involved.
Why
in the
do you
government.
think they didn't show up to Trump's inauguration? Because they knew they were fucked. They also knew they were out of job.
Yeah, with Doge. The new government. Dude, I've been seeing like videos of like RFK, like because Elizabeth Warren, so apparently RFK sues or helps get people to sue pharmaceutical companies for like vaccines. And if they win the case, he gets 10% of the whatever they win. And he literally like was like questioned by fucking Warren, and she was like, are you going to stop taking money? Because you can change the ways that you can sue them. You can change the fucking rules, and now that you're the top health official. And he was basically like, no, I'm not going to do that.
No.
So it's kind of fucked with like RFK though, because now I didn't know this about him, but he can change the rules to make it those so that if he does sue someone, it can be in his favor, and he can profit from it. And that's what she was calling out, and it's true. But he did sign some kind of code of ethics thing. I don't know how effective that is.
You really think there's anything code of ethics related in the government?
I mean, for majority of people,
in the last 4 years, you think there was anything called a code of
for like majority of federal employees, you have to. But if you're that high up on like in the ranks, I think you get leeway. I don't know. I think it just depends on if they can, if someone can find a way to prosecute you for whatever you did to break the code of like
random. But here's all I'm going to say: you shouldn't have to issue presidential pardons for people who aren't guilty.
Well, the thing about presidential pardons is that it was meant to be like, okay, This guy has been in jail for a long time. You know, he's already done a lot of time. We don't need to be, he doesn't need to be in there anymore. He's been in there too long. The judge was way too harsh on him. Let's give him a pardon. And then he would, you know, the president would have a team and then give information and then, you know, they would do that. Now, Joe Biden fucking pardoned his fucking son.
He pardoned his whole family.
Which is insane.
His very last...
They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
His very last action of president was to give pardons to his whole family.
He was just writing pardons left and right.
Yeah.
And you
I
see
think
that.
He handed out like 200 that day or something.
I think he might go down as at least top 3 worst presidents of
all time. He might be number one.
He might be number one. And so many people voted him in like idiots because they
were worried about their feelings.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I mean, I think a lot of it was like women's rights because there was the whole like national abortion ban that was like scaring women. But I don't know, dude. But Trump said we're going to leave it up to the states. They just got scared because the judge that Trump put into the Supreme Court voted
against Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, voted against Roe v. Wade. So then everyone was like freaked out about Trump. But then Trump was like, no, he said it several times, we're going to make this a state issue. So states and people in the states, and it's like still not good enough. It's like if a majority of people in the area,
if the majority of the people in the place that you live don't want this to happen,
then it shouldn't.
happen. Move somewhere where they want it to happen.
Yeah,
you know,
like if it's that big of a deal.
That is an extremely hard decision to make. But good God, if it really means that much to you,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just don't think...
It's just like medicinal marijuana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's really that big of a deal of you don't want it to be legal, move to an illegal state. I don't know what to tell you.
I think that should be federally legal, though. I mean, marijuana was... I mean, we already went over this with Colin.
I agree with this, but, you know, I think the fact that they gave the states the right to choose is more beneficial because it really ensures that the people's voices are being heard. You know?
Yes.
Within their state lines and their government actually listening to the people that live there.
There's a state in Michigan or something, and they're trying to like bring in like Sharia law.
Sharia law?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Dearborn? Is it Michigan? Yeah. Were you telling me about this? Yep. Yeah, Will's telling me about this. Like they're trying to bring in fucking Sharia law, and I don't know if their mayor or something is like, you know, Islamic, but it's actually
That's
kind of
not gonna fly.
It's interesting about people that are Muslim because they believe that Jesus was a good prophet, and they don't believe he died on the cross. They believe that God just took him up, and I think they believe that Jesus did say that he was the son of God or something like that. Like he claimed to be the son of God, but then Muhammad states many times that he was not. That's like the big reason why Christians and Muslims like, you know, don't see eye to eye is because of Jesus. And the Jews just don't even believe he was anything. So
facts.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from, but there you go.
There it is. You know?
I don't
believe
think
he was a good God, but he wasn't the son of God.
No, they believe he's a prophet, just not the son of God.
I don't think they hold him in as high of an esteem as Muslims do, because Muslims like Jesus.
I've never heard that either.
It's in their book.
In
like
the Quran?
he's referenced multiple times by Muhammad as like a good prophet. So at least their book holds him in like high esteem.
I don't know. I've never read it. Never looked into it. You know me. I'm not a religious man. You know what I mean? I just don't.
Well, it's good to have like insight on what other.
It's good to have a moral compass, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I mean, like it's good to know what others believe in and why. Just to have the knowledge
to know,
to like understand other people. You know.
That's why I like Christianity. I know all there is to know about that. You know, Judaism, I know a decent amount.
The most interesting story from the Bible is fucking Jonah getting swallowed by a fish and being in his stomach.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just so silly to me.
I always thought that story, when I was a little kid, that story was dope where that guy got thrown into the lion's den.
Oh,
and
David.
they didn't attack him.
You're talking about David.
Was it? No, that's David and Goliath, dude.
Yeah, but David also got thrown. No. David threw someone into a lion's den, and who was
Someone
that?
got thrown into a lion's den. The lions didn't attack him. And the lions didn't attack him or something. I don't know why. I always thought that was sick.
Yeah, but it was David that threw him in.
Because then, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Daniel.
Like I try to put myself in Daniel's shoes, and like, dude, if
No, David did not. Darius threw him in, not Daniel.
so, if I was thrown into that pit and then I came out alive the next day, I would claim to be the god of lions. Like you know what I mean? Jesus can be Jesus, but I'm the god of lions. Like that's what I would be.
I think the most interesting person from the Bible, second most interesting person other than Jesus would be Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Solomon has the most mysterious because like they mention him because he's the son of King David, right? And King Solomon actually wrote, I mean, this isn't a part of the Bible. This is like, well, what?
The Songs of Solomon.
Yeah, so he wrote like a few things, but one of the things that he wrote was the what did he write? He wrote a book on all of the demons that he met. And I forget
all
what it's called.
Demons.
Because Solomon was he had, this is in the Bible. Solomon built a church by using demon labor, and that's in the Bible. Yeah, so Solomon had he had a favorite like assistant or servant, and the servant was getting weak because he wasn't eating because there was a demon feeding off him and taking all this food. So he prayed to God, and God had an angel come down and bring him a ring. And the ring controlled demons. And then he used the ring to build a church, and that's referenced in the Bible.
The Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. And it's very, but he wrote a book about it. And I look up Solomon, a book, and then type in demons. It's very interesting. And he talks about what each demon says to him, because he commanded each demon to tell him, who are you and what do you do? There it is, the Lesser Key of Solomon. And it's called like Solomonic magic, but it's not really magic. It's divine power from God that he used to basically summon and control demons.
So he was a duelist in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! He was a duelist.
He was a conjurer, and it's weird to be like, it's okay to say those things, and it's not like blasphemous when it's related to God, because if God gives you the power,
he was a duelist. He summoned the Dark Magician.
So there was 72 demons, taken from the Ars Goetia, and it gives them like a rank, because like they have like a military rank. There's like generals and like lieutenants, and then they have. But yeah, there's a lot of backstory to this shit, dude. It's if you can go on some rabbit holes on fucking YouTube about like biblical
earthbound spirits in attack mode.
But yeah,
so he was Bakura basically. Anyway,
yeah.
There's also a funny story that got me thinking about this. What's that story where this guy took his son up to the top of the mountain, was going to sacrifice him, but then Jesus was like, "Hold up, I was just kidding."
Oh, that's the story of Isaac.
Isaac. Look up
Isaac's father who tried to sacrifice him.
There's a really funny video.
That was Abraham. Yeah.
Just look up Abraham Family Guy. You know which one I'm talking about. This is a funny one. I always like this one. Yeah. So like Abraham and Isaac, he goes up and is gonna kill his son.
You hear me, Meg? If you come out of this, I am gonna treat you like a princess for the rest of your life. Because I've been a worse father than Abraham.
You want to tell me what the fuck that was?
Because that's exactly dude, could you imagine your father's like, "Hey, I'm going to take you on top of this mountain. I'm going to sacrifice your ass." "All right, Dad." Get up there. Jesus comes down. He's just like, "No, wait. I was just kidding. You don't need to. It's fine. All right. See ya." And then they have to walk down that mountain after he just tried to murder his son. And they just had to be like cool with that.
Isn't it kind of weird that like the Bible says that our God is like a jealous God? That like God has like emotions like that of like jealousy? Because like one of the sins is to not. Yeah, well, the Old Testament. But like, did God just change out of nowhere?
He had an epiphany.
God had an epiphany, like God changed.
He had
Oh
an
yeah, no,
epiphany.
he did with the rainbow and the flooding. Yeah,
He had his
that's
little
right.
period and had his little hissy fit.
He
and
was
then-
like, "All
then
right,
he
we
was
need
cool.
we need to fix this shit. Here's Jesus. Here
He
you
was
go."
an emo chick on his period for a second, and then he calmed down. After he was done, he was like, "All right, you guys, I'm sorry, bro."
I mean, Sodom and
you know what I mean, like we just all get angry sometimes. You know what I mean?
Sodom and Gomorrah. That's like the worst he's gotten. I think.
Yeah.
Like
the flood.
the
flood.
Okay, no, you can't beat the flood.
The flood killed almost everyone.
Yeah.
And that's actually mentioned in several different cultures.
Yeah.
Not just
The flood.
Christianity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think.
Hey, what the hell is this? And it's like a mixture between a penguin and an elephant. Well, his name's Paul. It's just like, did you name it? What? Did you name it? Yeah, his name's Paul. Well, yeah. Well, it's gonna be a hell of a lot harder for you because he's going the fuck overboard. I think that's a good place to wrap it up right there.
It's good stuff.
I think that's a good one. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Once again, we are on Patreon. Be sure to check out Patreon for exclusive updates and early release on videos, as well as exclusive content. And also follow us on Spotify, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and keep on the lookout for merch coming soon. Talking about merch, I've got some things in the works that we could look at.
Let's do it.
Yep. Got some merch ideas coming out. Hoping to see what you guys are looking into. We might do a giveaway for some early merch, some prototype merch on Patreon when we get there. So keep an eye out for that. And that'll be it. We're not gay. We're not. Never mind. We're not doing that again. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.
Peace.